Alright, well, welcome back to another episode. Now, a lot has happened since I posted my last video. So, the big building that I had built for the base, well, it was uneven, and I tried to hide it with the walls when I was, like, showing it off. But after I had stopped recording, I had gone back, I just kept finding more kind of problems and things I didn't like, even, like, little things. So I destroyed it, and I completely rebuilt it. I had it completely rebuilt. I had done the extra little things, like there was this like movement, like I had done a lot of stuff. Now it's just about done with my whole area of my base how I wanted it, and I had gathered some more resources, and I have logged back in, and then all of a sudden, like 2/3 of my base just disappeared. It just like poof, blew up, and then on top of that, I got attacked, and it was not a fun day. I almost quit playing. I almost stopped playing because I was like, I was just disappointed. Like everything I had done just pretty much gone. I don't know. I don't know if it was the update that caused it or a mixture of the thing. It just because I would be building stuff, and I would resting to make sure it stays there. You know, I don't want to go yellow. I'd gone gathered resources and been going through multiple days and been fine. And then all of a sudden, all at once, like 2/3 of it, not even exact. But I am now finished with my base, my official base, after I've rebuilt it twice. And yeah, oh my goodness, I built it 3 times in total, but like, jeez, it's just, yeah, I'm all done with it though now, how I want. I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. Now in here, I'm gonna still do some more personal stuff. I was gonna make this like my little, literal personal room. Just have like my repair smithy workbench, you know, get the high chairs with the great, awesome, the huge hearth. I think that looks kind of cool. I still got some stuff that I want to do. Sprouts, put like my bed up there. Personal chest with just like random stuff that I would probably use. My map stone, and then I done almost all of my floors with granite. There's one section up there I just haven't done yet. You come out here, you know, I've got the salt baths here, and I've left like the metals in here, metal scrap, different ones. I moved my forge over here. It seems like a better area, especially for me to be able to come out and get stuff that I need. You know, put like certain ores away. I'm making pallets for like the most used ones, stuff that I'm going to have to get regularly, like iron ore used in a bunch of different things. I'll probably put gold ore here just because I'm with the wharf. Another really cool thing is I put like the big forge right here, and I just love the way it looks, especially at nighttime when that little bit of light shines through on this. It looks really cool. Like I super enjoy it. And I built these little, I don't know, balconies just for show, really. But inside of these, I've made like spare bedrooms, which I will be getting to. But so it looks kind of similar, but it's a little different. But yeah, almost 2/3 of this, pretty much. I had pretty much this part right here left, just at the bottom, like this wall to this door, like this direction. The rest of it just all of a sudden just blew up pretty much, and it just disappeared. And it was so sad and frustrating. Yeah. I still left this earth here, put a couple of chairs there for looks. I've made this so it's the same thing, kind of like a little gathering hall with benches and a hearth in it. You know, it's pretty high. I added decorations. I still have my vault out here because I just really love what I've done here. Added some different things with pillars and gold. And then I added this little section, trying to cover up this because you can't build on this because the Ranger's journal is there. So I just kind of tried to make something of it, hide it. I've also made this basic resources, so like I've got a bunch of stone at the bottom, I've got scrap wood, I've got the oob wood, the elf wood, a bunch of stuff like that. You just find so much of like the scrap wood and stuff, so that's what this is really for. Then above this little section I built, I put like a diamond cutter with a chair. I've got like bunch of gems in here. I've got my more important gems in here. I might have to build another one for like a bunch of the ones that you find regularly for the most part. Then I have the loom here with the stool, and I put all the cloth and stuff in there. I still need to build a couple of stuff like this, like the spinning wheel, but I need ironwood. And then I'd like to get a stove, and then the little mill here. And we have this giant brew tank, but I mean, I could probably rebuild that, but I need a lot of ironwood for this stuff, so yeah, it's just not going to happen. Now up here is not the bank, but where I got all my gold and everything. It's right below me. I didn't have these giant pillars here, but like I just felt like where this extended out, because the doorway to go under there and come up here is right here. It just needed more support, so I just kind of built it up. I've added more, statues. I just love these. I like the way they look and light up. This room hasn't changed, just a couple more pillars. And then out here, Durn's here, obviously. I love this statue. Durn's axe in the background. Just, yeah, I'm really, into it. Come out this way. Run. Close that. And up here, I still have the armory, and this is my most favorite setup for the armory so far. I've got like the axes, the halberd spears here, different armor sets, one-handed weapons like a hammer and axe, and the swords. I put the elven shield that glows, the masterwork shield. I like the way this shield looks, like the ram head on it. It's awesome. I have my favorite weapons that I use for majority of this playthrough, the great swords. And here I just have like some really good tools, that I've gone through. As for Masterworks, I'll always be using this pick. This pick is too good not to use. I went back and tried like the tier 4 pick. No, thank you. I'll never go back. Yeah, I love the way this looks. Absolutely, it's so good. And the granite floor that I said I haven't completed yet is this. I just haven't done this part. I need to do this. But this right here, like where I'm standing, is where the enemies always seem to spawn. So let's grab this. You can see, like, I have the whole place covered in the room. There's Rufus and Ratatouille in there. They're my pet rats. I always say that. Like, I have the whole place covered. Yes, there are lines, but that's just where like this hearse stops, but they're all connected, like all the hearse. And like, I don't know. I thought the hearse stopped them from spawning, but they always spawn back here, nowhere else. Over here in this corner, and then like a couple attack there, a couple attack there, a couple go over there. I've had 2 drakes back here, and it's just a pain in the ass. So, and that's considered like a spare bedroom. That's what that is now. I will finish this floor. I'll just do it offline real quick. Here, I've got like the Grimoire room. I'd like to make a couple more of these like bookcases and like, like make it more like a library or stuff. Put this little stool here, kind of, just to give it a little more aesthetically pleasing. Make it more aesthetically pleasing. And underneath here is where those, like the forgers over there. These are the little bedrooms I had built, just like larger ones, just for fun. Come down, we'll head up here, up that way. It's just another bedroom, same thing as the other side. Close all those. And I've made this into like a bar, tavern type thing. I don't know, I have these little tables here with stools. You can see like, Durin and stuff like that. On the very top where the armory is, I'd like to add like these roof pieces, but that's usually where stuff breaks, is up there, and I just haven't had time or really the want to do it. But I will end up doing it, because it has been holding up there. Everything's been fine for days and days. I haven't had a problem so far, but I mean, I don't know, I just haven't really felt like doing it. But what I want to do inside of here is I'd like to, back to the furnishes, I want to get like these tavern counters, and kind of like make a little bar that goes around this part right here. You know, I want to make it like fancy and stuff. I have like my kitchen stuff up this way. Then up here is kind of more like storage. I put my salt up here. I've got my little brewing tanks here, you know, my step ladders, all that stuff up there. Yeah, so just really for looks. Yeah, just another bedroom. On this side, I've got the scroll ones. I have the grimoire on the other side. This one has the scrolls. And I've done a little more with this. Got a couple of these. So honestly, I should probably get rid of these scroll things just because they take ironwood, and I could probably make something else I actually need. I just haven't done it yet because I've been focused on trying to refix all my stuff. And these chairs aren't supposed to be like looking normal, you know, people sitting in whatever. It's kind of how I want it to look natural. Over here, this is kind of like the last thing I did. I just didn't do anything fancy with like granite or the adamant. I might at some point, but for now I was just going to kind of leave these type of resources there on the ground like so. Here, I purposely did not put the granite on the ground. I wanted it to kind of look dirty, you know, it's worn because this is where I plant stuff, you know what I mean? I have like all the seeds and basic stuff here, more like rare items or just, you know, in this one. Yeah, no, I wanted the floor to look kind of dirty because, you know, this is where we garden and do stuff. Now, I made like this little greenhouse thing here. I was hoping that I could close these doors and it would be considered dark in there and I could grow like mushrooms stuff, but it doesn't. This thing's just too bright and those will just, it says it gets sunlight so you can't like grow mushrooms and stuff. They're annoying to me, so. It is what it is, it's not a big deal, I can do that. This is another gate that I built on the opposite side. Just to, I don't know, I've been messing with some of the roofing. I still like to, I'm not quite satisfied with this. I want to mess with it a little more. But, just kind of block that off and stuff like that, so. Yeah, no, this is my base, so. Not too bad for a base. I actually like this, what I've done so far, much better than what I had done before. Just the way things are set up. I love to have it. I like the 3-story there, so I can put all the basic materials I get all the time up there. I love this, like the dirty floor with that. You know, the stools, the purse, the little gathering area, the extra rooms. You know, my bar tavern thing up there. Like that nighttime, this forge over here looks awesome. But yeah. I have my furnace and everything right here, so yeah, it's pretty good. So, oh, I'm just glad. I put so much time into it, but you know what? I stuck with it. It's still up, and yeah, looks a lot better for me. I want to I'm gonna do that roof kind of like this stuff right above my pickaxe or my head. I just haven't gotten around to it. That would be something for later, but. I don't know, let me know what you think of the base. I'm keeping it this way. I don't care. There's a lot of areas to mine and things to do. And up here in the red, there's another orc area. So we probably have a boss up this way to take care of. I've also gotten rid of more of the shadow cursed areas. I still have plenty to do, but I've been doing them. Yeah, so I need to find more gold and get some more resources, so I'm probably going to do that offline. And I'm going to fix up the floor over on that side. That's where I put the granite now, where I talked about the granite flooring, like all this I've done. I did all these floors like this all the way through, and up there. They all look like this. I redid them. It looks a lot better. So I got plenty to do off camera, but I'm just not gonna. I don't know. After rebuilding all this again and again, I've just gonna show it off. It's been doing just fine. So let's keep an eye out for our next episode. And yeah, let me know what you think of the base. All right, and thank you.